Ave cohort, it is Saturday, which means it is time for Pilum Teaches DCS, where we get in and teach you a little bit about how some things work, cover things that come up in chat. Good times. And we're going to be talking about the F-14B, Case 3 conditions, departures, and arrivals, poor weather combat, and having some fun there with that. So with that, let's go ahead and flip things over to DCS, and we can get things started. The jet's already in the process of getting started up. And we do have Trigger with us today. Trigger's not in the back seat, he's going to be riding in the other seat because there's apparently some kind of a crash going on there for him every time he tries to get in the back seat, which we're going to have to investigate later. But for now, we'll go up as a two-ship.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and unmute and we'll say hello to him. Good morning, Trigger.
Good morning.
I'm closing the canopy.
All right, cranking left. Let's get into a spot here for Jester to start doing the alignment, and we'll talk a little bit about what is a Case 3. And we will talk through what we're going to be doing here when we take off. In the meanwhile, do our usual walk around the aircraft. We are carrying an air-to-air loadout today comprised of 2 Sidewinders, M9Ms, 2 Sparrows, AIM-7Ms. Fuel brings us up to 20,000 pounds. A 3rd Sparrow in the center line, 2 Phoenixes up front. Brand new for 1983, the AIM-54Cs. Actually, I think I'm going to just double check real quick and make sure those are the C60s. I think I put C47s on by default.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
And of course the gun. Alright, so what is a Case 3 departure? A Case 3, or rather Case 3 conditions are any time the aircraft carrier is operating at night, plus or minus 30 minutes for sunrise and sunset. So 30 minutes before sunset, Case 3 conditions begin. And they will maintain until 30 minutes after sunset, assuming the weather is clear. Because the other condition that would make it Case 3 is bad weather with bad visibility less than 10 miles around the boat and a cloud deck of less than 3,000 feet. So Case 3 conditions can happen in the daytime in bad weather, kind of like what we got going on right now. Case 1 conditions are better than 10-mile visibility and cloud deck well above 3,000 feet. And during the day. And that's when we did, sort of what we've done here the last Tuesday or so as we've been working around the boat. You can really land a formation of aircraft at a time on the carrier that way. But not so with Case 3. Case 3 is a staged affair with distances and specific patterns that you need to be flying around the boat to make sure that you're not running into anybody else in the dark or in bad weather or through clouds. As we depart today off of the boat, the clearing turn is made just as it always is, regardless of which part of the boat you take off from. So if you're taking off on the waist catapults there, you're going to be making a clearing turn to your left. If you take off from the forward catapults, it's a clearing turn to the right. 10 degrees out, 10 degrees back, just as normal. However, unlike a case 1, where you stay at 500 feet AGL and cruise out to 7 miles before being able to be free to navigate.
Ready to taxi.
You do a steady climb because you wish to be above 1,500 feet before you reach 3 miles away from the boat, at which point you can climb to whatever your briefed altitude is, and at 7 miles begin turning for your departure radial. And now the next question is for folks, the hell is a departure radial? Imagine a compass on top of your boat. And this compass has a bunch of degrees on it, each one of them meridian. A departure radial is something that you would have pre-briefed. So it'd be like, all right, today everybody in the strike group, you guys are going to be using departure radial 350. Everybody in the cap group, you're going to be using departure radial 060. That tells the rest of the flight the expected point that you're going to roll out to. Is you basically start turning towards your radial and start riding a 10 nautical mile circle around the boat at about 7 miles. You stay on that 10 nautical mile circle until you reach your departure radial, and at that point you are free and clear to navigate. And that is just to keep folks separated. Altitude is also something that would be pre-briefed. So it'd be something that would be discussed before taking off in terms of what altitude band you're expected to be holding the entire time you're operating in that area around the boat. So you might have your aircraft take off and maintain 5,000 feet around the boat because you've got somebody at 6,000 feet. And in this case, we do. We've actually got a recovery tanker that's doing an orbit around the boat at just about 7,000 feet. So, you might be set at an altitude where somebody's going to be above you or below you. And they might be using the departure radial for one direction or another. And it's just to deconflict. It's to not be in a position where other people might run into you. Once you hit that departure radial, you're free and clear to do whatever it is you need to do and continue on your mission. That's it for departures for now. We'll talk about arrivals later on. But at this point, my jet's ready to taxi.
Who's ready?
All right. Saluting. It'll be fun trying to spot this guy waving his hands in the rain.
Uh-huh. Alright, I've got a waiting salute gesture as I already did mine first. You should be first if you've just done yours now. Yep.
Takeoffs are also separated by about 30 seconds. Between aircraft, regardless of catapult. Again, just for that separation, I cannot see him. Okay.
Yeah, I'm struggling as well.
There he goes. Morning, Chief. Oh, that's exciting. I love this.
Hmm?
Wings coming out. Flaps coming down. We got coffee this morning, Chief.
I am struggling to see this guy.
I think a MiG-21 got a little close to the boat. Because NZ is definitely Nimitz, which is the carrier that we're on. Well, we're on Theodore Roosevelt, but it's a Nimitz class. Is he actually wheeling you all the way up, or has he got you on a hold?
I don't know at the moment. I can't see.
He's got you. He's got you on a hold. Like I can't see if he's actually. No, he doesn't want your wings to come out yet because I'm still here. All right, throttling up. Saluting.
Yep. There goes the wings he wants now.
All right, clearing turns complete. I'm going to go ahead and use departure radio 40. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and use my HSD. Oh, 40 is not enough. Let's go with 80.
There is a friendly F-14, 6 o'clock roll, 5 miles.
I'm at 8,200 feet. Which is still in the clouds. And as we come up on 7 miles, I'm going to start turning to the right
Looks like nails, 1 o'clock.
to try and catch that 10 nautical mile tachyon circle.
All right, there's 1,500.
He's locking us, 12 o'clock.
Appreciate the follow. I'm checking in with AWACS right away here.
Pilum, you got a MiG-21 right on your ass right now.
See it. All right, we're going to change all that then.
Switching at air.
Here we go. There is a bandit, fish bed, 6 o'clock, 1 mile, speed 460. Spike, 8 o'clock. We're fast at
All right,
490.
I see you.
Yep.
4 o'clock.
Here I was just looking
Ray
to do
gun?
naked. I've got one down low in a circle with
2
me. I don't
o'clock.
see where his friend's at.
Box
One
one.
of ours is going down. There's 450. Showing 450.
Did they just shoot down our recovery tanker?
Yep.
He's
Box
right in
one.
front of us.
My missile missed.
And that's 510.
Missile missed.
3 o'clock high.
Box
On
one.
at 6. Go get him.
Oh, shit.
Closing. shit. They got
I had a
buddy.
MiG right on my ass.
There's 450. 8
That's where his
o'clock
buddy
low.
was.
He's coming left. Good flying. We're on a 6. 400. 8 o'clock low. He's coming right. On a 6. Time to clean him and fry him. 360. Spike. 11 o'clock. 6 o'clock high. He's all yours. We're on a 6.
That was rude.
Passing 400. Splash.
He's out. Sadly, the AI does not.
Keep on skating. He's getting his shooting position.
Sadly,
7
the AI
o'clock
does
low.
not respond to the clouds.
9 o'clock low. Speed 230. Speed 290. 7 o'clock. $11 o'clock.
See if we can catch him with the radar.
$350, sorry, $330. 1 o'clock low.
Starting up as quick as I can here.
3
You're
o'clock
good,
low.
you're good, you're good. Apparently I need to go change where those guys fly because that's not right.
10 o'clock.
Oh, I've
There
only
goes
got,
290.
I've only got 2,000 feet to play with here.
240 knots.
Fox 2.
12 o'clock. 280 knots. Splash.
He's out.
Passing 310.
All right, that was a lot more exciting.
340.
Let's see.
3 o'clock low. Speed 370.
Adori 1990, thank you. Thank you for the follow.
400.
Okay. Yeah, fighting in the dark. I was hoping to have more time to talk about that before we actually got into it. Is a lot of radar work, and if you're fighting against the AI, completely understand that
And that's 370.
they don't respond to the clouds. They don't respond to visual occlusion. Because there's no way in hell a MiG-21 driver
340 knots.
out this far, removed from his GCI, would have any idea where I'm at, let alone what I'm doing, with his little toilet paper tube radar.
Yeah, that was rude. That was very rude.
He interrupted me like making a radial turn and everything else. Bastard.
I didn't even have time to do that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
This song coming in, it was a case, all right, well, this just went on.
We've
Right,
got a bandit.
abandoning all procedures then.
125, 68 miles.
Pretty much. Oh, no wonder the jet felt squishy. I still had the AP system on, so it's doing all the stability augmentation. I was like, it should not be handling this way. Like, I'll fight through it because I got to, but... I'm going to orbit and wait for you, and then we'll go out and we'll press toward the next target. I've got a Sparrow, or 2 Sparrows, 2 Phoenixes up.
Just waiting on alignment.
You're chaotic neutral.
Hell yeah.
Right, so fighting in the clouds and fighting through bad weather and all that, or fighting at night, Cloud Deck has separation at 19,000 feet. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm up at 20. And a lot of trusting what HUD information you do get in terms of ranging, position, and everything else. Against the AI, I've got no qualms about just using the F5 find it view for being in close. Because it is awful. You know, they're able to see and shoot you through the clouds as if the clouds were not there. So that puts you at an extreme disadvantage during the daytime, where the AI just ignore all that. So whatever helps and supports you need to make that happen, don't feel bad about that, especially against the AI. A lot of those things in a PvP type situation would most likely be removed, so you wouldn't be able to use them or have access to them anyway. Okay, I am just southeast of the boat, roughly on the radial that I was going to be using. Set up in a standard right-hand turn orbit at Angels 20.3. So our goal for today, we're going to push out, we're going to use our missiles and some other things. Burn a little bit of gas the fun way. And then we'll come back to the boat and do a Case 3 arrival, and we'll talk through all of the procedures for that. I am feet muddy at the moment, as at alternating points in my orbit here, I'm crossing feet dry and feet wet.
I've got nails 4 o'clock.
Launching.
You know, it occurs to me that the tanker is going to be down in the soup at 16,000 feet. So that could be exciting. But yeah, they definitely shot down the recovery tanker.
Those guys were mean.
If it's any consolation to you, you ejected next to where they are. They're all drifting down together.
Oh, cool. I got to do the Birmingham special on them before they get any sort of help.
No, I mean, it's our recovery tanker crew.
Oh, I thought you meant the MiG-21s. I was going to say, cool,
No.
I'm going to shank them in the water.
No. I have no idea where they died. I wasn't paying attention, but on the map I could see the blue markers for the parachutes coming down. And the tanker crew as well as the F-14 crew are all just kind of there together.
Well, downside is I actually didn't get to eject.
Oh, well then that's just the tanker crew.
So I'm probably already shanking those guys in hell.
Down at your local Tesco.
Alright, that's 7. Slowly reaching out to rejoin you.
Coffee time. You can tell where it's at on my desk too, because every time I go to reach for it, the track IR follows my head movements close to the HUD.
Passing 14,000.
Did they get our AWACS?
Thinking if AWACS is still airborne, I can hear it.
Oh, no, they got the E2. I think the E2 and the refueler are both the aircraft that are deceased, because there was definitely a Hawkeye.
Ah.
And definitely an intruder that were right there. But they are not set to invisible and immortal. And those MiG-21s just decided to go ham. So the AWACS we do have is Overlord.
We've got a friendly Tomcat, 2 o'clock high, 1 mile.
Jester, are you okay? 2 o'clock high is the sun, buddy. That's not a Tomcat. Jester staring at the sun again.
Like a moth to a flame.
It's his favorite planet.
He just wants to go home.
It's one of my favorite Saturday Night Live sketches is Will Ferrell and Jeff Goldblum. He's doing a Harry Carey impression on a show talking about space. Visual on you?
Yep, slowly working my way to rejoin.
We'll maintain before we push southeast. Go find ourselves some customers.
Alright, rejoined right.
Coming left. With my brightness here a little bit on my HUD, because down low it was like washed out.
Yeah.
So I had to turn it down, but up here it's not bad. Whoever those guys are moving fast. 63 miles out.
Yep, I see them.
I'll push out left here to the intercept. Alright, it's the same thing here. We're going to be trusting our radar and trusting our instruments, because there's going to be a lot of points here where we're not going to have any sort of visual reference. I don't think those aircraft moving quite that fast are MiG-19s. I know there's 19s out there that are kind of off our nose somewhere. There they are at like 80 miles.
Bandits were intercepting.
Bandit 2 ship, Bra, 080, 80 miles.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about them. Let's go ahead and come back right to about 120.
2.
And resetting Jester. Data link set to Overlord.
Copy.
Oh, look at that. We do have an amalgamation of friends all there in the same place.
Hmm.
Alright, coming left. Let's take him. Combat spread.
2.
Bumping up to mill.
I'm climbing up to about 30.
Roger.
See if I can get the drop on them.
Alright, so what we're doing at the moment is we're going combat spread so we have room in maneuver. Trigger's climbing to make best use of the Phoenix at higher altitude. It's not a bad idea, so I'm going to go ahead and join you. And we're picking our speed up here. And while we do have good visibility here above the cloud deck, you're marking. Once we start getting into it and diving down against these targets, it's going to get into the soup real fast, real quick. So it's going to be important to make sure we pay attention to our altimeter and our position there. Picking up a
Jess has
jamming
got a
signal.
lock on lead bandit in the first group.
Yeah, he just put his jammer on in a big way. As soon as you spiked
Still
him.
got the lock. Yep, I've still got the lock.
We've
Haven't
got
lost
nails
it.
on our 12.
Close bandit types most likely MiG-21.
Confirmed.
Go shooter for MiG-21 group.
Alright, I'll get him to break the lock and I'll swap to Twiz. I'm on your 4 o'clock high.
Yeah, I got you. Recommend left crank over the water after shooting.
Copy. Alright, pushing zone 5. 35 miles. Box 3, tank 2. Coming left.
This look like good launches to me. Pressing bandits.
Time is coming down.
So trigger having fired on these
Bandit
guys.
2 ship, Bra, 105, 72 miles. Okay, we're on.
I'm closing for Sparrow range. I'm not going to spike him just yet. But in case the Phoenixes don't do their job...
Rob, 125, 83 miles, Angel 17.
First missile active. Second missile just went active,
I'm
turning
picking
in.
up nails on the nose.
In case his Phoenixes, for whatever reason, miss, I will be here ready to pounce on these guys. Which I can see them kind of right here off the nose. Yeah, they're diving down to the cloud.
Target, 12 miles.
Phoenix is chasing. Splash 1. Splash
That's
2.
a fish bed.
Good shots, they're out.
Second set of bandits look to be at about a 030.
Copy.
Turning for him.
Coming left. Done a Sparrows and Sidewinder, so I'll be in spot on this one.
Mm-hmm. Throttles up just a little bit so I can get some altitude. Phoenix operates best at high altitude. It is possible to get things killed at 25,000 feet or less, but that missile hemorrhages airspeed when it's down at low altitude.
It's definitely the missile that prefers to use gravity to maintain speed. So the higher you are on launch, the better it is.
Trigger, I think...
Hey, bud, we got nail 6 o'clock.
Sorry,
we got a friend.
060.
I think we got a friend coming here behind me. Sweep my tail, would you? He's on my 6 low. Nails MiG-21.
Coming right. Looking.
Lighten the burners.
Got him. Box 1. No, you fucking don't.
Heads
Missed.
up, nails. 12 o'clock.
Box 2.
I
Shack.
got him. Well done, thank you.
What I'm here for.
This is it. Looks like dirt. 2 o'clock.
All right, 33 miles. Largely effective range for the
Nails. 11 o'clock.
Phoenix. Here we go, Fox 3 times 2.
Rejoin him for combat spread.
Two good launches rolling left.
Yep, seeing 2 good launches.
TTI about 45 seconds, ticking fast.
Copy. Pushing the bandits.
By turning off to one side or the other, we're reducing the closure rate between our two aircrafts. And in this case, they're farmers, so they don't have anything long range they could have thrown at us. But if this was against 29s or 23s or anything else with a medium range missile, Pitbull.
Copy.
Rolling in. By turning off and reducing that closure range, we throw their weapons' effective ability to track us off. We can outrange them in that regard.
Nails. 2 o'clock.
Splash 1
Flash 1.
and
Splash.
splash 2.
Splash
Two
2.
farmers down. I've got a pair of sparrows left,
So,
and we've got paying customers.
MiG-21's about a 120.
Turn to engage.
Coming right.
Copy that.
Off your 3 o'clock high.
Get rid of the bags.
Dropping tanks.
Yeah, I got you marking. Conveniently, it looks like they're kind of out there near our tankers and AWACS.
Isn't that convenient?
It is if we need to get some gas. I'm at 10,000 pounds.
15.7 at the moment.
Okay, so in this case, we don't have anybody with Phoenixes to really just kind of bully the two ship. So what we're going to try and do here is separate the two aircraft.
Got a lot, looks like on the right bandit, maybe?
Okay,
Hard to tell.
right. There's still too close to sort. So I'm going to have you go shoot her on him whenever you're ready. And I'll try and pick up the other one.
39 miles. Closure rate's dropping. Looks like they might be going away from us.
Yep, that's dirt at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep, looks like I got a lock on the right bandit. Left bandit's just slightly moved away.
Got it.
Closure rate's climbing
Sight.
again.
Target, 35 miles.
36 miles.
Wilco.
You're taking the one on the right.
Yeah.
Left is going to be a lower number of degrees.
You got it. Locking him.
Okay.
Right now, he's the trailing bandit.
Target,
I've got locked.
29 miles.
Yep, I've got the lead bandit.
Copy.
Mud, I say 6.
Well, this is about to get spicy.
You always take me to the best places, Trigger.
Target, 22 miles.
22 miles.
24 on rear bandit.
Pushing zone 3.
Pushing zone 5.
You don't have 5 zones, it's a B model cat.
Oh, right, yeah.
same difference though. Full power, I get it. We're
Yeah,
good.
I'm so used to flying the older model at the
Target,
moment.
16 miles.
18 miles.
16, intending to
Visually
shoot at
see them.
10.
Roger.
That's a fish bed.
Fox 1.
Oh, I got nails on our nose. 12
13
o'clock.
miles.
On the nose, he's locking us. Target,
12.
6 miles.
Sparrow's tracking.
Fox 1.
Come on.
Splash.
Splash, he's out.
Lock. Shit, we got a spike, 5 o'clock. Showing nails, 4 o'clock.
Across your radar beam from up. Nap time.
Think my bandit's out? Yeah, he is. You good?
Yep. When I hit nap time, I was in a very, very slight climb. So I just kind of looped all the way back around, and now I'm positive rate.
Okay, good.
And on a course for home. You know, that works out. All right, with the bandit splash, let's go ahead and cruise back. We'll start doing a case 3 arrival, which will be the other part of our teaching lesson for today. Oh, it's fine. In this weather, we would use something like an ACLS, so you can do that. I'm not going to complain.
I'm gonna be real, I forgot even how to turn all that on.
Well, then fly it manually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so case 3 procedures. Well, thanks, Chief. The more you know. Case 3 procedures involve setting up behind the boat at specific altitudes and specific ranges from the boat. This is called a DME, which is an acronym for Distance Measuring Equipment. I don't know why they don't just call it TACAN, but you know what? DME is fine. The Case 3 carrier pattern begins 21 nautical miles behind the boat and at 6,000 feet. And for each additional aircraft in the stack, you push out 1 nautical mile and increase altitude by 1,000 feet. So this kind of looks like if you took a slinky and you squished it sort of diagonally, you can get a visual representation of how it looks to have a bunch of different aircraft in a stack. Each aircraft is assigned a push time, which is given to you in minutes past the top of the hour. Which is the time that you are expected to begin your approach, regardless of what altitude band that you're holding. You know, so if you're the unlucky person who has a DME and an altitude range that puts you at 20,000 feet, i.e. there's 14 people in front of you trying to come in and land, you know, your pattern is going to begin at your altitude band, and you're going to begin cruising towards the boat and getting yourself set up. This will involve a steady descent rate of 4,000 feet per minute from your push point until you get to about 5,000 feet, at which point you call the boat and let them know platform. At platform, you reduce your descent rate to 2,000 feet per minute and continue your way down towards the boat. Flying your needles, looking for the little laser lamp in the dark to tell you whether or not you are on the center line of your approach, or if you're slightly left or slightly right or too far left and too far right, based on the blinking or not blinking pattern of the lights that you can see. As you get closer to the boat, you'll also be reducing your airspeed to approach speed. For the last 3 miles or so to the boat, you should be on speed, on AOA, on needles, all configured and ready to go. And there's no calling the ball or anything else, because there's good odds you won't see it. But if you do, you can let the carrier know that you can in fact see it. The ICLS channel for the boat trigger should be 4.
Copy.
Which is going to give you your needles information. Link 4 and ACLS is turned on already for the boat. But yeah, for the most part, it is a matter of flying a certain altitude, flying a certain pattern, and trying to stick to that as best you can all the way down to the boat. The automatic carrier landing system is something that's been employed for decades and is extremely useful in situations where visibility is bad, weather is bad, there's a lot of buffeting going on. You know, rather than fly it manually, you can let the boat take over command steering for that and bring you to a point where you're a quarter mile out from the boat, and then it will allow manual control for you to bring it down the rest of the way. If you have your lights on, such as being at night or whatever, those should be tapped off after reaching the boat and, you know, successfully trapping in the gear. That's why those are on a pinky switch on the throttle. That way you can, you know, hit that without having to move your hand or anything else, anywhere else. The F-14s is actually very hard to see because it's on the opposite side of the throttles here, in the pinky position for the left hand. Generally speaking, while you're at your pattern altitude, you're just flying a like a 6-minute pattern, doing 2-minute long stretches and 1-minute turns coming back, so it looks like a large oval in the sky. Let's go ahead and change over to the boat's frequency. And as we cross the 50-mile threshold, we will call Mother.
Marshall 205. Marking maps 120, 450. Angels 26. State 7.0.
Oh, KS2.
Mm-hmm. All right. So while I'm cruising here, we're just going to go into the message history and we're going to break this message down. 205, it's my aircraft. Rough Rider Marshall, that is the Theodore Roosevelt. Each carrier has its own Marshall call sign. George Washington is Warfighter. Abraham Lincoln is Union. Harry S. Truman is Lone Warrior. The Stennis is Courage. Yeah, so each carrier has its own marshal, so that way you know which boat it is you're calling.
Marshall on 6-4, 22 DME, Angels 7. Expected approach time is 1-4.
All right, Case 2 recovery. And Case 2 is just like a mixture of Case 1 and Case 3. Case 2 follows Case 3 procedures until you can see the boat, at which point you can make it a Case 1 recovery. But if you can't see the boat, and you don't have the good visibility, then it's a Case 3 recovery all the way home. We're going to treat it like a Case 3, at least for us. Expected base recovery course, BRC, is 6-4. The altimeter pressure setting is 29 or 9 or 3. 205, Marshall Mothers 244 radial. So they want us to line up behind the boat on a rough course of 244 relative to the boat. Which I'm actually going to set it up for 6-4, because that's going to be, we're basically flying the reciprocal on that one is what we want. The base recovery course is going to be the boat's heading and not the angle of the flight deck, so there is a little bit of difference there on that. And then the last part here, 22 DME, Angel 7. No, that's not me, that's 265. 21 DME, Angel 6, that's me. So I'm the first one in the pattern. And I should be at a point no closer to the boat than 21 nautical miles. And my expected approach time is 13 minutes past the top of the hour. Which is in about 15 minutes from now. So we're going to go ahead and reduce power. Put the nose down here a little bit because we need to get down to 6,000 feet.
What's the course that needs to be on the top right of the TID again? I'm sorry, it's been a whole minute.
You can put the base recovery course there on it, 064.
064, thank you.
I might end up having to fly a manual one here too, because it looks like my HUD might be a little bent.
And I should be at 7,000, keeping 22 miles behind.
Correct. There are no formation landings in Case 2 or Case 3 conditions.
Nope. For obvious reasons.
Generally speaking, in a Case 2 or Case 3 pattern, you want to try and fly at best conserve while you are in the pattern. Trigger's in his own jet because Trigger was going to be in the back seat, but it was causing him to crash every time he jumped into the back seat. So that's something that we're going to have to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
and a time later than now.
Alrighty, I'm at my altitude block.
I'm like 50 feet under mine. And at my block. I'm cruising up to the actual point behind the boat because we're still over West Germany. It's west of Bremerhaven. And we're going to want to be closer to the boat. Obviously, there's a lot to see around the aircraft right now. If you look in any direction anywhere, you can see both water and water moisture that is drifting through the sky.
Pulling just under 3,000 per side.
Oh, we got a little patch of ground. Getting ready to go feet wet.
Yep, I got eyes on you off my 1 o'clock.
I have already dropped my hook. Just to make sure I don't forget that. The hook is a negligible source of drag. So one of the things that we kind of had as a practice for it is when you called into the boat, drop your hook. As long as you do that just about every time, you won't forget that the hook it needs to be put down. What I'm doing now to line up on the radial that they've asked for is flying. You can see it kind of ticking down now. Flying until the HSD is going to hit that course line, at which point I'm right where I need to be. A little concerned that I'm not getting all the right needles information there. I'm a little closer than I need to be for the boat. I should be at 21 miles. But now that I'm lined up, I'm going to go ahead and turn back around at a standard rate. And we're going to wait another 6 minutes for our push time. So it should be just one set of turns. Clock is down here for reference. Fuel state's just under 6. And we're going to go put his position now that when we turn back around, we should be lined up with the boat. And trigger is nearby.
Sure am.
And starting my turn back. In theory, we've got about 1,400 feet of separation. So it should have been master lights on. Yeah, they're on. So my flight path marker is way off to one side. Yeah, we're gonna have to make one more turn. You know, I should need to call established.
203 5.5.
Okay. Data link set to the boat.
Copy.
Now I got Needle's information. I'm going to cruise out this direction a little bit until I get lined up with the needles, which should right about hit our commence time.
205. Commencing. State 5.2. Altimeter 29.93.
That should be like a minute after you, I think.
That is correct. Getting our descent here, pushing down to about 4,000 feet per minute.
Means I can drop down to 6,000 now.
You start at 7, so right where we're at. Because it accounts for the altitude difference.
205.
Ah,
Checking
okay.
in. 70 miles.
Should be about to commence any second now, which is perfect because I'm about to hit 22.
All right, we have hit platform, and we're now going to fly the needles. Well, chasing the needles a little bit, but hello, Cly official, welcome. DCS does or can be played in VR. I'm using Track IR. Trigger uses VR though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, good lord. We're 8 miles out. I'm still wobbly and all over position here. Let's try and clean this up. Ooh. Not all about. I've only got flaps on one side. Yes, I do.
Might have been when you blacked out.
Go ahead and continue. I'm going to go ahead and abort for now while I try and sort this and figure out what all is. Oh, you know, I was fast when I tried to do some of that too. So I will go around And we'll set up again.
When do you call platform again?
Platform's at 5.
Got it.
You should check in before then.
I think I already did it, but I'll do it again.
Yeah, that's definitely not clear case 2 down next to the boat. It's in a cloud burst.
Fantastic.
He pushes out another couple of miles, it might be, but expect case 3 all the way down to the boat.
Copy.
And I should be a minute behind you there. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Combat, but no trailing flaps.
Yeah, I got a one-way.
Five miles. All right. Can see the blurry streak that is Mother. Get my speed under control here. I'm going to be a little fast because I don't have any flaps. But we are light. However, no DLC.
Three-wire.
Oh. No proper communications, but
Beautiful
I'll take
approach.
it.
Nice 3-wire.
Even though we were definitely doing proper communications, but whatever.
Well, no, I didn't call half the things I needed to.
See, it's weird because I did, and I still got no proper communications as well.
The wings aren't folding. The wings aren't folding because my flaps are damaged.
Yep.
And even yanking the spider all the way back for emergency.
Yeah. Oh. Coming up slowly.
Need the crew
Yeah, your
chief.
flaps are jammed down ever so slightly, which is
Yep.
stopping the sweep.
Yep, it sure is. That's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll reselect. And so we got about an hour and a half. We did really well with that one, but yeah, not having flaps coming back to the boat and no DLC didn't put me in a better position. So yeah, it was in-air engagement on the 3-wire.
Mm-hmm.
It was less than ideal, but we came home. That's the important part. Well, we can get set up and push it again there, though.
Yeah, honestly, the backseat not working kind of bugging me.
That's fair. We are a little early for stream, but I think we can go ahead and call that one here. I am enjoying refam time with the Tomcat as we are preparing for the BU and its arrival. So stay tuned for more Pilum Teaches DCS focused around the F-14 as I simultaneously use that for a little bit of refam work and use it as an opportunity to teach. So with that, our next stream should be here on Tuesday. We're going to be doing just some more general DCS play, and it's going to start about 6:30 Pacific Daylight Time. We might do some classic games after that too. We tend to do a little bit of both. Just kind of depends on how things go on Tuesday with our flying. Friday, I'm still trying to get back in the habit of streaming later at night. I'm kind of looking to do that one as a variety stream, no specific game. We'll see whatever else we get into there, and that should start somewhere between like 8 and 8:30. And then Saturday is again Pilum Teaches DCS. We'll be back in time for that, which is going to be on the 27th. Should be a good time. With that, folks, always ask for consent. Try to communicate as best you can with partners. Try to be genuinely decent human beings. And I will catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for the new followers there, Clay Official and Funky Drives. Thanks for all of the support there on that. With that, take care, folks. Pilum out.